Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go again here with Taylor. Inside the 35. And he will finally be taken down. But not until he gets to the Colts' 31-yard line. A big run from Taylor. 36 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll get about 5. From the 25, here's second and 4.
19, 60 average, 60 average.
Here's Richardson. Forced out left. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. That is a Dafe Owe. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
Ready? On fourth down, Richardson. That's going to be caught. And he's going to pick up the first down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very impressive opening drive.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Back to 60, back to 50. Come on. 70, 18, 5 in. Let go.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 49.
Yeah, this is one of those cases, Mike, that the defense is so consumed with locking down all the receivers that they lose track of the quarterback. And after realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball, he tucks the ball down and not only picks up the 1st down, he picks up a huge chunk play.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
2.
Jackson looking to throw. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll run with Mitchell. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
180. Hey. Come on. 180. 13. What is up?
2nd down. Jackson. one caught at the 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Jackson now. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
A 20-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And it'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First down, it's Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They go right back to Taylor. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time to play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. Whoa! And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Indianapolis.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard. Pick up the 1st down, but not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Pick picks up 9 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Cougar 19. Steady.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up first down.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Stephanie.
They'll motion the tight end right.
Let go.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will score! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Now the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Ravens 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Jackson. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Now Jackson. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Henry. And he'll take this up past the 40, up to number 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Gonna go right back to Henry. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
35-yard
Here comes the jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's good.
A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Fowl. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They have been stuffed twice. What will they do here on 3rd down and goal?
Hey! Yo!
Back to throw, Jackson. He's got his big tight end. I'd say unlikely. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens are back within 4. It is 14-10. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Anthony Gould now to return. will be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It was Odafe Owe to make the play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid gain.
Ground. Here's Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Pass right side, going to be taken in by Walker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Baltimore.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
2nd and 7. They'll run, it's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Grover Stewart there for the tackle.
That's a gain of 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They're down and 3. Throwing Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's going to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. And he's in. That's Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
On the jump.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion is Warren. Richardson operating from the pistol. He's got it! And he will score! Danny Gray! Touchdown Colts! Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep to the pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Forward. Go.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He's going to air this one out. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Nick Cross. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's an argument to be made, Mike, that across the league, some of the best cover guys on the field play free safety. They're handling a lot of assignments. They're handling a lot of different coverages. But it's their ability to be the best communicators, put out some fires, get guys lined up in the right spot. And no matter whatever coverage they're in, they're always a huge threat to pick you off.
And they're going to be he's set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Colts first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here we go, here we go. Ready,
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane close quickly. Here comes third down.
ready, break. Ready, go.
Now Richardson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. That one is good. And the Colts will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This returnable for Wallace. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Lamar, good work from the pistol. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Now, Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The UCLA man, the former first-rounder, Latu, getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
Sit on, what? Hey, sit on. Hey, report.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now on second down. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Third and long for Jackson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Still running on first down with Henry. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On first and 10, here's Richardson. That's to the right side, and incomplete. And Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
The motion man here is Mitchell. On second down, Richardson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Wiggins. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the two-point conversion.
Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Sit up!
From the gun, Jackson. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just a pick six, but add on a two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That one complete to Pierce. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Out to his right. He runs with it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Set to go now on first and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices.
From the gun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Trap 50, Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Down the field, he's got one. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play in this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Okay, break. Ready? Tampa 11, Tampa 11. Ready?
A second down throw for Richardson. Right back to arm again. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here's Richardson. It is brought in the end zone. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Sit up! Get in! Sit up! Get up!
Now Henry. Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. Just a short pickup there on 1st and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second down, Jackson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Tough to bring it down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Snap a knife, bang, drink, stop and
2nd and 6 coming up.
13.
Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stopped. 21 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Hey, Ozzy! Sit on! Sit on!
Henry. And will manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll stop it. 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to win the game. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Ravens field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play.